Hi art friends, this is Mrs. Raleigh, and today we're going to learn how to draw a funny little robot. All you need for this is some paper, a pencil, an eraser, or something else to draw with, and something to color in with. I'm going to use crayon, but you can color in with anything you like. We're going to start by drawing a curved line towards the top of my paper. That's going to start the head of the robot. I'm going to do another curved line beneath that, so it almost looks like a kind of squished oval. I'm going to do one line down the side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Draw another line coming down. It's okay if your lines aren't perfectly straight. It just gives the robot a little more character. Now I'm going to connect the bottom of those lines with another curved line, and that's going to be the robot's head. It kind of looks like a marshmallow right now, but that's going to become the head of the robot. Now for the body, we're going to do the same exact kind of shape, just a little bit bigger. I'm going to start with a curved line for its body, curve below that, and then I'm going to do a line down one side, kind of straight. That one's not very straight, that's okay. And then another line down the other, and then a curve on the bottom. And that's going to be the body. Now we want to connect the head and the body. So I'm going to draw a little line from the head to the body. I'm going to overlap over the body, that line in the back there, to make it look like it is connecting to the body and not just floating on top of it. Remember, at any time, if you need to pause the video to get caught up, that's completely fine. I'm just going to next erase a little bit of that line from the back just because I want it to look like the head is sitting on top of the body and not just floating above it. Next, I'm going to start drawing a little curved shape of where my arms are going to go on each side of the robot. So I just did a little curve on each side, and I'm going to add those curves on the bottom as well. That's just my attachment point for my arms and my legs. Then I'm going to get ready to start adding the arms. I'm going to make this one where he's got his arm kind of leaning on his side. So I'm going to do, it almost looks like a 7, a line down and back to his body. I'm going to do a second line to make the arm, and then just a little curve on the hand there. Not going to worry about a full hand. This side I'm going to go out and about the same line as the other side, and then up. And then I'm going to do a second line out and up to make that arm. I'm going to add a little hand like he's waving hello. Just like a little curve, almost like I'm making little M's, 2 little curved M's there on the top to make that hand. Then for the legs, I'm going to do just a straight line down and another line next to it. And I'm going to do that on both sides. I'm giving mine kind of short legs because I ran out of paper space, but you can give your bigger legs. I'm going to do a curved line on each side of the foot and a curve around the bottom to complete that foot. And the same thing on the other side. 2 curved lines and then a curve along the bottom. So now I have the shape of my robot, and so we're ready to start adding some details onto the robot. I'm going to first give him some little kind of antennas. One's a little straighter than the other. It's like a little V coming off the top, and a little circle on the top of those. So now it's got some little antenna. Next, I'm going to get ready to add the details to its face. Mine are just suggestions. You could make your face look different if you like. I'm going to do a little circle for one eye and a circle for the other eye. They're close to the same size. They don't have to be exact. I'm going to do a second circle around each eye, like so. Now I'm going to give it a little just rectangle on the top for its little eyebrows. I'm going to keep with that rectangle shape to do a nose. And then I'm going to give it a little mouth. It's just going to be rectangles flipped on the side. We'll start with the little one. They're going to get a little bit bigger as they go along. And again, all just rectangle shapes. One more little one on the side there to make its mouth. And I'm going to add a little detail. It's going to give it a little heart. But you could do any other designs that you want on the body. You could do stripes, you could do dots, zigzags, whatever kind of design you want to give. I'm going to give its arms some little lines. Make it look like they're bendable tubing or something coming off of the arms there. I'm going to do the same on the other arm. Trying to make each side a little bit symmetrical in my design. I'm going to do those same kind of lines on the neck. That kind of covers up that little race spot that I did before. And then I'm also going to do those lines on its legs. Just little lines across. Some of them you'll notice don't even go all the way across. That's okay. Next up, I'm going to give just a little curve on its feet, like a little shine there on its feet. I'm going to add some additional little curved lines just to build up the design on its body and on the head as well. So kind of like it's got some light reflecting off of it, little spots on there. Now I've got my design pretty well set at this point. So the next step for my robot is I'm going to color him in. So to color this in, I'm going to use crayon. You could use marker, color pencil, you could even paint, whatever you want to use to color in your robot. So to color, I'm going to start with a bright color for that little heart. So I got kind of a bright pink. Then I'm going to color that in. I'm going to start with just a few little bright spots of color. And then the majority of the robot will be kind of gray and black. And those blue I'm going to use on its arms. Next, I'm going to do the eyes in a bright green. Again, just I like those little pops of color in there of the bright colors when the rest won't be quite as bright. I'm going to start with a black crayon on the face, and I'm going to fill in the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and the mouth. All those rectangles that I made on the face, I'm going to fill in with the black crayon. For the neck, the arms, and the legs, I'm going to go in with blue, but again, you could do any color that you like on this. It doesn't have to look just like mine. I like when everyone is creative and do their own design. I'm going to go around that with the black because I kind of lost the lines that I had on there by drawing over it in the crayon. So I'm going to go over that with the black, the outline, as well as the little lines in the arms, the feet, and the neck. And then I'm going to take the black crayon, and I'm just going to start outlining everywhere else that I put crayon. So I just want to really define my robot, make sure I'm not losing any of those details and shapes as I continue to color. So I'm just going to go over every single line that's on there with that black crayon. So the feet, the hands, any black lines. I see some, I just fixed where I saw some pencil. Then I'm going to go in with the gray. And I'm going to finish coloring in my robot with the gray crayon. So I'm going to fill in his body. I'm going to get those legs, the feet there, the hand, going in the head, around the eyes and all the facial features. I can kind of draw right over the black crayon. It won't mess it up. And then finish off. Now that I've finished my robot, I could add some background. I could build a little robot city around him. I could give him other robot friends and try out different shapes for his head and body, and just continue to develop my drawing skills with the robot. Thanks for drawing with me. Have a great day.